Today on Our Everyday Lives, what the heck is going on? Many people are feeling quite exhausted and a lot of discomfort inside of the body. And in today's discussion, I'm going to be teaching you why you're feeling it, and you're actually picking up on a new frequency. And there are many things that have to shift and change inside the body. A lot of information in this talk that you're not going to find anywhere else. It's going to really help you on your journey. So if you are feeling quite exhausted, you have to think that your body and the structure of the body and what you've been tuned into has been a certain way for many years, maybe your entire life. So when that frequency is shifting, we're going to be discussing your spine, your chakras, your organs, and your trillions of cells. So when you think about how all of these things are tuned into a frequency and that we're all going through this very incredible shift right now, you're going to feel pressure in the body, you're going to feel discomfort in the body, and you're going to feel quite exhausted. I had to rely on the alarm clock today. I have a phrase, beat the alarm. Today I did not beat the alarm, and I haven't been in the past few days. And many people that are very spiritually in tuned, you are picking up on this. And the extreme discomfort, the amount of exhaustion that you're feeling is actually a good thing, and we must go through it in order to pick up a brand new frequency. And we're going to be breaking it down today. And what we want to do to not allow either distractions or things from the matrix to fill the void during this transitional phase. And we're live. We got a lot of people coming in right now. Are you feeling exhausted? You could let us know live. You could leave a comment down below, because millions of people around the world are feeling this, and we want to get this information out to those people that are shifting to the fifth dimension. If you're shifting to a fifth dimension reality in the most important season for the most important year in the history of humanity, well, this is the lesson for you. So Melanie writes, I don't even know how to describe it. Don't worry, I'm going to teach you today. And a lot of times I sit here and I say, wow, like, how do you explain this to people that aren't going through this shift? And how can we give ourselves comfort to know the things that I'm going to discuss today? It doesn't take the exhaustion away, but then you're going to know, it's my honor, Sunflower. It's going to help you. It's going to help guide you on your evolutionary journey, because we are all evolving. All right. And I'm going to be breaking it down for all of you today in a beautiful visual. Don't go anywhere. So I appreciate everyone coming on the live stream. Very grateful if you hit the like button right now, so it allows others to join us live. It's a great support to the channel when you hit the like button to allow this information and content make it through to those that will benefit from it. And there is a great amount of spiritual alchemy that's going on. So in our lives, we have been calibrated. Our nervous system has been calibrated. The subconscious, all of what has been running in the background has been picking up on a reality, on a frequency, and you might have been looping. And in the previous year, last year was important, even though it was very rough on us. That previous year, it allowed us to finally really analyze the loop that you, myself, everyone in the world, it's just part of our nature, because of our frequency, because of our childhood, because of our past lives, because of our family lineage. And all of this stuff is encoded in the DNA. And you have trillions of cells, and those trillions of cells, they carry a lot of energy. That energy is known as chi. And all of this energy, 1.4 volts, trillions of volts of electricity going through you, is causing you to change. You're changing your frequency, and it's not comfortable. And people are waking up today. People are stumbling across this podcast today, and they're saying, what the heck is going on? Why am I so exhausted? Why am I feeling such discomfort? And you might ask yourself, Mr. D, do you have a world famous diagram to help all of the people that are transitioning to the fifth dimensional reality? Help them understand what the heck is going on. Why are we so exhausted? How are we getting to this new reality? Oh, yes, I got it right here. Like Warriors, got it right here. Okay, we have the world famous diagram of the day. Okay, and in this lesson today, I have to hold. Excuse me, I got too excited. I get really excited for I'm still doing it, kids. I'm still doing it. All right, the world famous diagrams that are going to teach us. Okay, so we have beautiful visuals that I can help guide you on your evolution. Why am I so tired? Why do I have pains in my body? Right? We're trying not to get the lens, the flare on us too much. So you like you are a receiver, okay? And in your body, right? You are tuned. You're tuned. So picture like an old school antenna on the old school TV, and remember the rabbit ear antennas, and you are programmed. The reality, see what you see on the screen, you can't, you want to change your life, you can't change what's on the screen. You have to change what's on the inside, right? So you are on the 3D TV, and the rabbit ears, the antennas were twisted that way. And right now the antennas are going to the 5D. Whoa, and we're twisting inside, and the antenna is going on to all the things that we're about to experience, that we're going to be tuned into. Do you think it feels comfortable, right? Your spine is twisting and turning. Your chakras, your organs, the trillions of cells, everything. It was going this way. It was going to a reality. You were going the wrong way, right? So now on the inside, all of these things have to be recalibrated to the fifth dimensional reality, and you are the body, right? And this frequency that you are now tuned into, you are tuned into what's over here, and you are leaving, okay, the old 3D reality behind. All right, so it is your free will. You made a conscious decision, and the changes are happening in the subconscious that you wanted to leave the world behind, and now it's happening. So let's go to the videotape. Okay, let's go to the world famous diagram here. All right. So in your body there, you probably feel a lot of discomfort and pressure. Okay, building up, right, because of the foundations, right? So your spine. And then it rivets down into the base of the spine, right? Ooh. And then you have a lot of pressure in your gut. So much pressure in the gut, in the organs. And that spine, that antenna is shifting and is picking up a new frequency. Those organs in the body that were holding all of those traumas and densities from the past, they all have to be cleared and recalibrated. The trillions of cells at 1.4 volts. They're all those little itty bitty cells in your body. They are now being recalibrated to a brand new timeline and frequency. And then those chakras, right? Which you can't see, but it's your energetic body, which are known as spinning wheels of energy in the ancient Sanskrit. Maybe they were stuck. Maybe they were jammed, right? Maybe they were going the wrong way. Maybe they were spinning in the wrong direction. And now everything's up and running. Your body's systems are all now, your nervous system, right? So, and some people feel it in their heart. Some people's throat chakras are opening up and you're speaking your truth. And you might have to speak your truth in order to get over to the brand new timeline, because it's always about you. So even though these things are happening inside of us, that's why I'm your consciousness coach, right? Sometimes I have to slap you around a little bit. Sometimes in life, even though we're going through this at later in this video, you don't want to go through these changes, because the matrix, the NPCs, right? These things that are going to try to come in and fill the void and prevent you from having the life, from having the love, from living in the location, from having the experience that you want. They want to try to pull you back down. They want to, oh no, right? And all this negative stuff on the negative timeline. Well, you are actually experiencing these frequencies in the body. So if you're on this podcast today, how you doing, right? And you say, oh, I'm so exhausted. I have pressure on the inside. I feel extremely uncomfortable. That's good. It's good. Yeah. Because we have to, our antennas, right? I'm not a machine. You're not a machine, right? You're not a inanimate object like these antennas on the 3D TV. I saw it on TV, right? So your broadcast was a 3D TV. And now you gotta change the rabbit ears. We gotta change the rabbit ears. So we have to pull them, right? And we have to change them. Some people remember this. And then you pull the rabbit ears, and all of a sudden, right, you're getting better reception. And a lot of people in their everyday life, they weren't getting the good reception. So now don't think of the TV. Hi. Please do not be Captain Literal Man. I know Captain Literal Man's out there. He said we're a TV. Okay? Okay. So now put yourself, disregard the TV. You understand, Noel. They're out there. So disregard these TVs is just to help teach us. And now think of your body as the antenna, the spine, right? All of your trillions of cells, right? The receivers, right? You're receiving a new broadcast. And now this old broadcast where you're miserable and alone, where all the devastation that's coming to people, right, that are on a different timeline, when the clock is going loop-de-loop, and every day and every year you keep looping the same reality. Look at that terrible clock over there. It's the terrible clock. Hey, are you new? Are you new to the channel? Are you saying to yourself, yeah, time is going too fast. The months are going by, and I'm sick and tired of being miserable, of being in the same relationship, right? You're sick and tired of these things, so you're leaving that. And now we're picking up the new frequency where we have love. And we have abundance, and we're living with the palm trees, right? Or up on the mountain, or wherever it is you like, right? Maybe with the beautiful animals that are out there. Yeah. We're picking up a new frequency now. So in order to the reality is on the TV, right? The broadcast outside. That's why I've been sharing to the community. If you're new to this, you want to click the like button. I'm going to teach you for your everyday life. The world out there ain't real, bro. It ain't real, sis. But what's happening is when your internal frequency shifts, all of a sudden new people start coming in alignment. All of a sudden, all the wealth starts coming in. All of a sudden, you're living under new circumstances, and you left the misery, being alone. You left all the negative things, and that clock that keeps going round and round, right? Because if you don't get off that wheel, if you don't get off that matrix wheel, and as time goes, all of a sudden you woke up one day, and life passed you by. So we have an opportunity, right? And our bodies are changing. And now we're going to have that reality with the love, with the wealth. Now, this gives me an opportunity to talk about quantum shifting. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this part of the lesson. That's why I put it here. It gives me a chance to talk about the Mandela effect. Oh my Lord, you might be new to this and you could say, this guy seems a little strange. What does he mean? There's different realities, right? So right here, live on the air, we're live on the air. Hi, I'm going to teach you with a real life example. Are there different realities out there? So let's bring back the world famous diagram here. Okay. On my diagram, I drew two different symbols for the money symbol. And in the original reality, some people remember the symbol being like two lines for the dollar sign, and some people only remember it with one line. So right here, live on the air, and you could write 2 or 1. You could write it in the comments. Maybe this is in your face for the first time, and you said, oh my God, yeah, I remember that there was 2 slashes in the dollar sign, and now there's only 1 slash. And right now, as we're live on the air, people are writing 2 slashes for the dollar sign. Oh, wow, I remember 2, but now there's only 1. This is called the Mandela effect, and I'm teaching you live on the air. Okay, and it's okay if you only remember 1. Okay, we don't have to, get it. So what happens in life, and you remember a frequency, like it was a beautiful day in the neighborhood, Mr. Rogers. I remember that one, and now it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. And what this does, I'm cracking open your pineal gland. Oh. Do you like it deep? Oh, we're going to break free today. We're going to break free of the matrix. So very seriously though, right? Do you remember 2 slashes in the dollar sign, or do you remember 1 slash in the dollar sign? And then then you go out, you could go on the Google, you could start looking up these things and start letting it marinate. And sometimes when we see an example like that and you say, yeah, wait a second, I remember it being 2 slashes in the dollar sign, not just 1 slash. So when we see this cracks open the pineal gland, and we start realizing, wait a second, Krista just writes, what? It was 2, right? People are waking up. Oh, this is a quantum reality. Click subscribe today. Oh, I'm going to change your everyday life. Just click subscribe, right? So now you realize this. Oh, wow, I could have the love. Look at it. Look at this beautiful couple here running down, right? Playing with the animals, right? Hanging out with the palm tree, right? Look at this here, right? Oh, we don't have to be miserable and alone. We don't have to have all the dangerous and negative things on that timeline as that clock, the spinning wheel. You ever see, I call it the spinning wheel of doom. When the thing is uploading and and the thing is going like, and you just want to use your apps, you want to use your computer, and there it is. So this is a very pivotal moment in the history of humanity, and if you take this very seriously, I'm actually a funny guy. I live my life with balance. Sometimes we need to be serious, and sometimes we need to have a good time. But in order for us to have a good time, we have to make the jump. And in order for us to make the jump, We cannot turn backwards. No, we're not turning backwards today. We're moving full speed ahead. The fire horse. So there are new people to the channel today. I could see it in the chat. We're very popular. I think my world famous diagrams are pretty popular. Do you love them? Let us know. So this is the fire horse here. And in all seriousness, I call things how they are. I'm not everything's a unicorn and rainbow type of guy. I'm your consciousness coach. This is the fire horse here. And the fire horse can ignite your future. And it can also burn you up on the inside if you refuse to actually live in this new frequency. We got to get straight to the point. Absolutely, Noel. In your life, there's many people, and for people that are still tuned into this message, I give you the real meat and potatoes. I'm talking to you, the people that are actually shifting to the fifth dimension, not the people that are gaslighting and concerned with the ego. So what you actually do, you are actually a good person, but you're afraid, or I got to heal a little bit more, or I'm not ready, and so all these things are just talk. And when you think about the spiritual battle that's going on, all right, don't think that you're going out but this is the mindset that you have to, that there are the old parts of the old reality that are going to constantly come back in. So you have to become, during this process, what can I do? Number one, don't allow the matrix to distract you or fill the void with counterfeit crap. What's counterfeit crap? Oh, well, maybe you had a vision for a beautiful job and you say, you know what, I'm going to settle for this. Maybe you're afraid to talk to that man. That's your divine masculine. And you're just going to go for the weak beta male, right? Oh, I'm going to go for this counterfeit. Oh, it's so easy, right? Or brothers, for my kings out there, right? You don't allow these people that are unequally yoked to fill the void. You say, not today, and you ignore anything that you hold in the heart, which is the broadcast of the frequency, okay, for this stuff over here, right? Not this stuff over here. You have to say to yourself, I ain't doing this loop again. This modern woman, this beta male, this represents the old loop. This job just over broke. This corporate whatever it is that doesn't resonate with me. Okay. This lifestyle. Oh, here I am. I'm still sitting in the city and I haven't left yet. Or it's your behavior. It's you. Oh, you're still in the club. Oh, you're going to try to pick up a chick in the club. Wake up, right? You're going to get one of those guys in the club? Wake up. You can't go back to those things. Got to wake up. So here on this channel, we got to take the spiritual things, the quantum shifting, and we got to apply it to our everyday lives. And we don't do these things no more. And we don't accept them anymore. We don't go back to these things. We got to move forward. And if we don't move, and you could be scared. You could disregard your Uncle Mike today, but that fire will consume you. See, Sylvia knows right on cue. Right on cue. We have a very sharp community here. If you're new, you go through the comments, right? Hit me up on Facebook. Tremendous Facebook community. And what we're doing as we share, right? We're inspiring. We got to inspire each other. We got to inspire each other for this level up because it's not easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it. And in the reality, in the matrix reality, when you are shifting your frequency, There are the distractions. There are things to tell you to turn back. And a lot of it is just when you don't take it personal. I've shared about, some people know about the book, The 4 Agreements. Don't take things personal. Though, if you're a warrior, you kind of get a little aggravated with this stuff. Just being honest. But literally don't take it personal. And just realize that it's from the previous version of yourself trying to flick. It's trying to flick things that are trying to block you. Because if you fill the void, the people that never give in are always the people that succeed. And that happens with your purpose in life, with your work, with your relationship. Because if you never fill the void, and again, that's why, like, you have to know these things, brothers. You don't want the chick that bounces from guy to guy to guy. You don't want that beta male that I'm not strong, so I have to fill the void. I have to have this girl in my life, and I have to have that girl in my life. You want someone in your life that authentically loves you for who you are. And you could work for yourself, right? Which is a great thing, but we also can work for other people. And what you want in the workplace, whatever it is, the person says, I love what this guy has to offer, and you could work for someone, right? But they're respecting you. It's always got to be about respect moving forward, right? If you're new to the channel, I said respect is actually the new currency. People are running around, what's the new currency? It's called respect. Hit the like button if you like that. Stacy M, thank you so much for the super chat. Stacy M writes, make the jump into the car with the pup, headed to the shore. I love you, Stacy. Thank you so much. Yeah, sometimes we just gotta hop in the car and drive to our next destination. Otherwise, you're going to be trapped in that city. Otherwise, you're going to be trapped in that worthless relationship. Otherwise, you're going to be trapped in that job. And one day you're going to wake up and you're going to realize you're here. So what is happening right now is that this frequency, all the bodily systems, your frequency is shifting. Your bones are literally shifting. And there are stretches, and there is grounding. The number one thing is grounding. If you have someone in your life to help you stretch and move, and there's certain things you can do yourself. But the one thing that we could all do is ground. We have to understand that a lot of people disregard the power of electromagnetism, which Nikola Tesla has said that it plays a much more important role. Years ago. It is coming back this year. If you actually look at this diagram, it reminds me of He-Man, Masters of the Universe. Are you a master of the universe? Right? So they show you the lightning bolts, the electricity coursing through He-Man, right? Where is She-Ra? Does anyone know where she is? And this energy turns them into the superhero power. So once again, we don't have to be Captain Literal Man, but when we're not going outside and an actual lightning bolt is coming down, but there are frequencies that we are calibrating to our highest self, and we become stronger and better. And the main word is in alignment. I guess we glitched the live stream again. This is like the third day in a row. It's tremendous. Very powerful week. If you are new, we've put up a lot of powerful videos. You could hit 555. I don't see anymore. But this is where we are in life. I see you guys. So what can I share to help you? What's the phrase I want to? Don't F it up. don't F it up. Yeah. So we don't want to put things to fill the void. We have to understand that this is a process that is going on. And like for me on my journey, so I've been sharing about the water retention that is going on. I just want to see the community response to what I'm putting out right now, and you could let me know as we're going along if you are noticing that you are holding extra water, and you could hold extra water in the midsection or on the lower back, because there is great spiritual alchemy. There is alchemy that's going on. So there's waters, there's gases that goes through the body. If you have a question, I have a full video on the channel page on spiritual alchemy. So that's a call to action for those that have a question about it, because I have discussed this before. The spiritual alchemy is a lot of stuff, right, Cristal? Don't worry, we'll be popping bottles very soon. So as this is happening, I don't rush with my ego and say, because now it's kind of always summer where I am, but I don't, as we are in this greatest summer of all time, I don't say, I'm going to take some fat burners. No, this is just water, and I'm going to leave it alone. And I'm sharing this to encourage other people. Sometimes in life, we have to go through these changes. One of the phrases I've shared on this channel is ascension comes first. So we might not like the pain, the discomfort, or I don't understand why, and you'll know when it is water, and if you are experiencing, you have to go pee extra, and you actually you might experience certain things that are strange, and I share them because it helps other people. And that's how we understand frequency. So when you are excreting the extra water that is coming out, that has been held in your body, and there's so much pressure, certain sounds might come out of you as you are releasing the water. Now, there are people that might say that sounds strange. There might be people that comment live. Okay, there's people commenting right now that are going to comment on the replay. So as the water is leaving, you have this tremendous pressure, and it's totally uncomfortable. So when you are going through this shift, and that spine and those organs and those cells, and what we can't actually see in this realm is the chakras. And there are people that have been discussing this for years. And, when you think of spinning wheels of energy, and, I have a buddy, he does Reiki. Some of you know Adam. And he's able to tell if a chakra is spinning, it's up, it's healthy, it's running, or if it's stuck, or if it's slow. And those that are waking up to this journey, and we don't look at things at just the physical lens, but also an energetic lens. And, I gave a real life example of history recently. And that's why, certain things come in my path so that I can teach others in the world that are breaking free of the matrix. And in recent times, a documentary came up, and I watched it, and it was about how in the 19th century they had these, and they were very expensive mirrors. And as the last reset happened, those mirrors were all smashed and broken. And the reason for this was because they wanted to cut you off from knowing that there is a spiritual realm. And a lot of those old time mirrors, and some people know about this, the way that they were made, you can see things that are not in this physical realm. So in our lives, earlier in the lesson, I talked about the Mandela effect. I see that there's people that are tuned in. Maybe you're tuned in for the first time. Maybe you're on the cusp and you're saying there's different timelines. Did the dollar sign have one slash or two? And if you remember two, and if you remember two without a shadow of a doubt, and if you were drawing that symbol in school when you were a kid, and if you remember Mr. Rogers when you were a kid, it was always about you being a kid. New people are on right now, also writing too. All right. I hope everyone that is hearing me today, and this is also going to help a lot of people that are looking at that $1 sign. On the replay, you can't do it now. Please comment on this video if you remember 2 slashes in the dollar sign. And in your life, when you have an experience, that's why everything is hidden from you. If you have a spiritual experience, when you have an experience that there's a different timeline, then, right, it is scary at first glance. It's a scary thing at first glance. However, it actually empowers you to say, you know what? I have, there is an attribute that I can actually have my free will to control the shift in the reality of what my soul and my heart wants to experience. Maybe I don't have to experience the collection of subconscious programs that mainstream media told me, what your miserable friends told you, sis, right? What the gaslighters told you, bro. Maybe you wanted to birth a new idea. You had an invention, right? Like Tesla, and that's how Tesla brought his inventions into this reality. It's time to build. It's time to make the shift. And for those people that feel exhausted, I really hope that this lesson helps you through this time period. This is happening. There's no denying it. A lot of cracking of the neck, tenseness in the spine. Oh, and the other thing, waking up in the middle of the night and hearing, picture, and maybe hey, are you out there? Maybe you experienced this. And if I sit quietly right now, I could hear it. And I've shared this before. My ears always ring now after I have shifted. And if you wake up in the middle of the night and your ears are ringing so loud, that's got to be a signal to you that you're free and that there's so much more. Oh, you didn't go because you didn't go to the club last night, right? Years ago, you might have went to the club. You heard the loud music. That's something else. And all of a sudden, you're hearing the ringing, and you could almost experience like a pressure, almost like your ears are popping. That's your frequency. That's your frequency. And your frequency is shifting. And when your frequency shifts and your bones are shifting, if you are new, I have a full video on the sacrum, right? All the different bones, and there are certain stretches and movements that you can do. One day I have a top secret movement I do with a kettlebell. One day I might bring that to the community. I'll show you that exercise I do. And these are practices: walking barefoot in nature, making sure you're hydrated, right? Staying away from negativity, turning off the TV. I saw it on TV. It's got to be real. Staying away from these things, not putting it back, right? This is where, as your consciousness coach, not Mr. Everything's a Unicorn and Rainbow, there's got to be responsibility. So on my journey, when my friend did Reiki and expressed to me years ago about adrenal glands, and this is why you don't run, and I don't I don't take the fat burners because all that's going to happen is we're going to tax our adrenal glands. So I'm just utilizing that as a teaching tool. We don't rush to go backwards. We move forward with our health and wellness. We move forward with our love and light. We move forward with our vocation in life. And we leave the old in the dust. And we embrace the new, because our antennas for the reality, it ain't real out there. You can't change the screen. You could only change the antenna that's picking up the frequency for the new reality. Otherwise, you will loop again and again. You will loop. There goes the clock. The clock is always ticking. If you haven't left the matrix, you're going to feel the density. And when you haven't made the jump, the clock is always ticking. Some of you remember that. The clock is, and do you want to feel that? Many people that have broken free already, you feel such a density when you're put on that clock. And you know, when because you're transitioning from the matrix. In this reality, the time construct is very important. That's why there are people that are sent to waste your time. There are things on the TV and now on social media that are designed to get you to waste your time, because these are timelines, and certain things will get you to go there when you're supposed to go here. And that's why everything you have to navigate. And if you are new to this channel, the best way to navigate is to detoxify the body, get your clairs up. And once we get our clairs up, see, I know a person, I don't get involved with that broad over there, because I know she's a waste of my time. I don't talk to this beta male over here, because he's just going to waste my time, right? I could feel the energy of people. I don't go too far down, because and I'm here to tell you this, right? Hit the like button so people hear this. Sometimes in our life, right, if we don't see it at first, and this is what it actually means to be, like some people grovel on the floor. This is what it means to be obedient to God. I'm going to grovel. No. Okay. Well, God says, right? And something happens. So then it's your free will. It's your free will to make a radical change, to not continue to go that way. We got to go a different way, right? We have to become the greatest version of ourselves. We got to be healthy, wealthy, and wise, right? Click this. Maybe I showed up today. Are you seeing me for the first time? Click subscribe, right? This is what we do here. And we will become a better version of ourselves by not putting it back, because we can go through these shifts. These things start to happen, but this is where the free will comes into play. If you choose to go backwards, that's on you. So for those that are feeling exhausted, for those that are going through the shift, this is how we shift to the fifth dimension. I appreciate each and every one of you. If the message resonated with you, this is an authentic channel and community. It really helps. I'm so grateful if you would kindly click the like button. If it calls you, click subscribe. Some people have asked me, because I meet people in person, some of the old timers don't get it. Just click subscribe. It's totally free. It's totally free. You just got to click subscribe, and it assists me with the quote unquote algorithms, and you will get a daily notification, 9 a.m. Eastern. You say, I'm ready to take this journey. All right, I'm ready to move to the new earth. So I appreciate that. You could connect on Facebook. Hit me up on Facebook. The link is in the description. We got Patreon, TikTok, Instagram. Sharing is caring. If you missed any of the previous videos, head over to the channel page, or click one of the videos that pop up here, or click the video that's at the pinned comment. And we have a lot of information to dish out to the people. You could check out our YouTube shorts. We also have Facebook Reels. and start being the creator, not just the NPC. And this is how we shift away from the matrix. And now we have a brand new reality. Now we're on a brand new timeline. And let me know if my Mandela effect affected you, that I'm showing you right here. Maybe we need a full podcast on Mandela effects. Okay. Let me know in the comments too, more Mandela effects. Because I feel that really assists us, because my job is to really, and it's not an easy job. If it was an easy job, everyone would do it. To get those people that are kind of waking up, and I'm assisting you to say, you know what? There is a secondary reality out there. There is a higher timeline. There's another option. Sometimes in life we think this is the only option, but there are other options out there. And I hope I inspire you and give you comfort, because none of these things are, it's not easy to go through this pain. It's not easy to go through the pressure and to wake up feeling exhausted. So I hope this message helps you on your journey. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. You're still in the game. As long as you don't quit. I know it's real uncomfortable right now, but it always gets really uncomfortable right before the quantum leap. Just don't quit. You're still in the game. Never sell your soul. It's the only thing you have. And if any of these things, I have a lot of motivational speeches on the channel. I know it's a lot of pain right now, but you're still in the game. Don't stop. Everything that you're feeling is for a purpose, and you're not an actual antenna, but when you're a living creature, and you have these shifts in your nerves and you're feeling it, you feel uncomfortable, and it takes so much energy. It takes so much energy to cause this change. Energy is the ability to cause change. So, better days are ahead for all of us. I love you guys very much. Bye for now.